Hello boxing fans, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. You can visit us on the web at www.sbmboxing.com. Friend request, subscribe. We're less than a few hours away. Less than a few hours away is history going to be made in New York City, in the Barclays Center. Sergio Martinez. Yes, I'm going to say Sergio Martinez's name first because this is not HBO and this is not Cotto's the man. Cotto doesn't own this channel. So, Sergio Martinez, who's the champ, he's going to square off against Miguel Cotto. Is Cotto going to make history? Who knows? But I'll tell you what, they tipped the scales in that weigh-in. If you missed the weigh-in, you got to catch the weigh-in. It was pretty entertaining. You know, Miguel Cotto came in at 155, ready to go. Tell Freddie Roach was a little nervous, hanging out around the scale, to see what Sergio Martinez was gonna, weigh in. And that's one of the main things. Besides, the venue, besides the promotion, besides the name, one of the demands, who comes out first, what side of the ring they fight. One of the demands for Cotto was, you know what? You got to come in at 159, not 160, even though the division is 160 plus. You got to come in at 159. Hey, you know what? Sergio Martinez came in at 158. He's ready to go. And as he was coming in at 158, he tipped on the scale and just stared at Freddie Roach the whole time like, go ahead and say something, because I'm ready. But anyways, subscribe. SBM Boxing, the Boxing Genius house. That's where I'm going right now. I'm on the turnpike from Miami, heading over there to Orlando Kissimmee. So if you're around the area, hit us up, man. Hit us up. We're going to the little MGM, and that's what we do at the Boxing Genius house. A lot of friends, family, food, music. We all get together. We've been doing it for years. And we speak boxing, post-fight, pre-fight. So if you're not going to watch the Cotto Martinez fight, by all means, go ahead and subscribe because, I'll go ahead and guarantee that you're going to have round-for-round live action. If anything happens and you want to know what's going on besides just Googling or whatever, just go ahead and watch one of our videos. Fellow subscribers already know that we go live. But we do post-fight, pre-fight. We keep it, you just never know. Nelson, you got myself, Waki, Say, George the Boxing Genius, Angel Chino Sanchez, you got Steven, TMT himself, Tate, Nelson, the Godfather. It's just a bunch of us. It's a bunch of us just talking boxing. That's it. And people get a little drunk, a little tipsy, but get a little crazy. You see some of these conversations between Chino and Nelson. But Nelson, which is the Godfather, Clyde, a.k.a. Clyde, he's all Cotto. Any Puerto Rican fighter, he's all about him. He's all about Cotto making history, and he's been calling this for God knows how long. He thinks Cotto is going to knock out Sergio Martinez, which, I can see he has valid points, just like everybody else. It's going to be a tough competitive fight, but I agree with Martinez on this one. I think Cotto seen Sergio on the downside, and he's trying to capitalize, and he's trying to take advantage of the fact that Sergio Martinez might be hurt. He's not going to be the same Sergio Martinez, but he trained hard, and Martinez guarantees that he's that same Martinez that he stepped in the ring with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. the night of the fight and put on a great performance. But Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had power. Chavez Jr. was undefeated. I'll tell you one thing, Cotto doesn't hit as hard as Chavez Jr., but Chavez Jr. is not as fast and versatile as Cotto. So you got the pluses, you got the minuses, and the pluses outweigh the minuses. But then Cotto's going to bring a lot to the table for this fight. Cotto, I'm never counting Cotto out, even though I think Sergio Martinez is going to come out victorious. But Cotto has a chance. Cotto definitely has a chance. All Sergio Martinez has to do is stick to the game plan. Stick to the game plan as of Austin Trout. Don't try to press the fight. Don't bring the fight. Just go ahead and outbox Miguel Cotto. Use that size advantage. Use that ring advantage. Late in the rounds, you have to be careful. The only thing that's been questionable in the last couple of rounds, well, he looked good against Mayweather. He was ready to fight the whole entire fight. But Austin Trout, he was gassed out. He was gassed out against Austin Trout. When Cotto fought Austin Trout, he was trying to knock his head out. Trout kept his composure, kept the fight on the outside of the ring, kept it on the outside, utilized that jab, and was keeping his distance. Anytime Cotto came in, he held him or smothered him, But Sergio Martinez has more punching power than Mayweather. Sergio Martinez has more punching power than Austin Trout. Sergio Martinez fucking definitely looks 100 times better than Delvin Rodriguez. You can't even compare him, even though Delvin got knocked out by Cotto, and that's what a lot of people are looking at. They're just like, yes, he lost to Austin Trout. He switched to Freddie Roach. But you seen in Orlando? Yeah, I seen in Orlando, but who the fuck is Delvin Rodriguez? Delvin Rodriguez is nobody. You can't compare Delvin Rodriguez to Sergio Martinez, you know? So that's the only thing. So Delvin Rodriguez, yes, I'm glad that Miguel Cotto psychologically got a win underneath his belt after the Austin Trout fight. I like the fact that he has an extra year that he worked with Freddie Roach, and Freddie was able to stick to the basics, like he said on HBO 24/7. Hey, you know, when Cotto fought Manny Pacquiao, the basic fundamentals weren't there, and the basic fundamentals, and Cotto agreed, wow, you know, he is right. The basic fundamentals wasn't there. Cotto ran his own training camp. But usually when you have years and years, and even this for years and years, keep building bad habits, it's going to be hard to break a bad habit. Just like if you just hang out with somebody, even it's just verbally, you just pick up bad habits, and it's kind of hard to break a bad habit, especially a physical bad habit. If that's your style and you've been doing it for God knows how long, you can change your way, but it's going to take years to go ahead and do it. And I'm glad that Delvin Rodriguez was able, Freddie Roach was able to train Cotto for as much as he did. If just like the Amir Khan situation, you know, Amir Khan was stuck to his old habits, but Virgil Hunter, 3 fights in, you can tell that Amir Khan has a different approach. So hopefully Miguel Cotto can come back to the left hook, work the body, and I think that's going to be his bread and butter. Sergio Martinez has the tendency, he's not the same Sergio Martinez because age reflexes aren't there. Reflexes are definitely not there. And Sergio Martinez is not as quick as Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. realized, like, holy shit, I got to get my dad back in his camp, because Cotto was catching with shots that he shouldn't have got caught with. But that's going to be his bread and butter. Sergio's going to go ahead and try to fight with his hands down. He's going to be stuck at his old habits. He was able to do that against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., but he can't do that shit against Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto will catch Sergio Martinez with that hand down shit, you know. But the only disadvantage is Cotto is the smaller guy. Boxing Genius, George the Boxing Genius says, you know what, there's nothing that Cotto can do. Cotto can't knock out that guy. Even if Cotto catches him with the left hook. And, you know, which I agree, but I disagree, just because, you know, it doesn't matter what weight division. You can take Pacquiao and knock out Sergio Martinez if Sergio Martinez gets caught flush. Any fighter can get knocked out if they get caught flush. So Cotto definitely has the potential to hurt Sergio Martinez. So Sergio Martinez, as long as he sticks to the game plan and doesn't get too cocky or anything like that, but, you know, I'm pretty sure he learned his lesson in the 12th round when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. But anyways, this is exciting. The weigh-in itself, they stared each other eye to eye, stared down. I think Sergio Martinez, Cotto just stood there. You know, Sergio Martinez was just, you know, that was an intense stare down. And it looks like Sergio Martinez means business. But confidence is good. Overconfidence is a little too much, you know. Just hope Sergio Martinez is not overconfident. A lot of people say the championship rounds is what matters in this fight, and they're absolutely right. But I think the first 5 rounds is what's gonna it's gonna set the tone for the fight. Or actually, the first 3 rounds are gonna set the pace for the fight. So, what's my fight prediction on this one? Sergio Martinez is gonna come out. I think Freddie Roach, he's the master at what he does. And I think he's going to implement a game plan against Sergio Martinez. He's not going to let Sergio Martinez get situated. I think their game plan is Cotto's going to come in from round 1 to round 12, give it all he has. If Miguel Cotto tries to outbox Sergio Martinez, he's going to lose. So he can't let Sergio Martinez get comfortable, set the pace. And you know how Sergio is, whatever. No, Cotto needs to come in and work the body from round 1 and let that hook go. You know, let that hook go from round 1 to round 12. You got to let them hands go, man. If Cotto is not condition-wise, if he's not there, he's going to lose the fight. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth SBM Boxing. Friend, subscribe. Hey, I'll catch you guys tonight. Have a good one.